Balanced performance, a strong bench. It's what every one of us as leaders longs for. Well, it's what we're going to talk about next.
I have 3 really strong players on my team and 2 others that just aren't quite as good. The problem I'm running into is that I feel like I'm over-delegating to my best people and burning them out. How can I better balance the workload?
Yeah, that is a common challenge, and any team, we always are going to have our star performers, our go-to people, the ones that we're most comfortable with. And for many managers, if they're not really consciously aware of it, they will default to delegating more to these individuals. They will default to spending more time with these individuals because in their mind, what they've done is they say that, these individuals on my team, they've got it, right? And the other individuals on my team, well, not so much, right? Here's the interesting thing, and without really realizing it, oftentimes what happens is as soon as people, managers, they put those people into those boxes, it pretty much defines how they're going to spend time with these individuals moving forward. The individuals who in their mind have got it, they will spend more time and energy. They'll coach those people more. The ones who they define don't got it, they won't spend as much time for, and they basically seal their fate. What many managers don't realize is they actually perpetuate imbalances in performance on their team. When we stop and think about it for a second, the people who oftentimes get defined as the ones who have got it are the ones who are most like us. They think like us, they perform like us, they're motivated like us, so they're easier for us to work with. And that's why managers will often default to those individuals. The people who are most unlike us are the ones that we tend to shy away from because they're more work for us. It takes more time for us to explain things to that person or to help them to understand things or to answer their questions. So we think of it as a path of least resistance to gravitate towards our star performers. But I want you to think about something for a second. Working with our star performers, those people, they don't really teach us much about coaching, about mentoring, about getting people to see things from different perspectives. They don't really grow us. They don't really stretch us. They don't really make us more valuable to our organization. You see, it's working with those people who are most unlike us that really teaches us the most about management and leadership, about coaching and mentoring. And it also allows us to have more balance across our team. You see, ultimately what we're striving for on every team is to be able to have greater parity there. I remember in one of our organizations, one of our clients, one time there was a lady. She ran a project management team, and she shared a story. She said, I had 2 project managers who were my go-to project managers. She said, anytime there was something of importance or something of magnitude, I would always make sure that those projects were managed by one of those 2 people. She said the challenge was we had a lot of change going on in the organization, a lot of projects that were happening. Those 2 people were already overburdened. So she said I had this big project that I knew I couldn't delegate to one of the 2 of them without overburdening them. So she said, I went to one of the other project managers on my team, and I assigned this project to her. And she said, I knew it was a big project. She said, I knew it was outside of her comfort zone. She said, so I stayed a little closer to her, to make sure she didn't go too far off the rails, to help to guide her in this process. She said in the end, the project got done. It got done on time, within budget, within all of the specifications. We met the standards that were laid out. She said, and what was really the most interesting part though was after it was all said and done, this lady came to her and said, she said, I really want to thank you for delegating that project to me. She said, because I know in the past you would have given it to one of these 2 people. She said, but you gave it to me. And she said it really meant a lot to me because it told me that you believed in me. You saw something in me. You see, we want to be very careful about putting people into those boxes. People have a lot more capabilities than oftentimes given credit for. Just recognize that when we delegate something to somebody, we do it for one of two reasons. We delegate to get things done. That's the reason that most people do it. Or we delegate to teach. We delegate not with the expectation that they're going to do it perfectly, but with the expectation that that's going to give us the opportunity to work more closely with them, to coach and mentor them in the moment. And when we delegate for teaching purposes, that's when we're truly living to our responsibility as great leaders. It's also when we are building balanced performance across our team.